Hello. Nope. My mission with Loretta's British Ginger Tea is simply to share this nature's elixir with as many people as possible. Okay, I just finished my food processing inspection for my ginger tea. I am so excited. Next step, we are ready to go.
In addition to inspired action and perseverance, it takes delusion to be able to bring your dreams to life. You have to be delusional enough to think that something will work in order for it to work. It takes a certain level of delusion to think that it will be different for you. Essentially, you have to see yourself as that thing that you want before anyone else even sees you as that. That is a very high level of delusion. Take up space. It is your right to take up space. I don't care how talented or not talented you are. Take up space. Even when you're afraid, even when you think that you are not good enough, take up space. Some people will be invited to the table, the very same table that they prayed to be invited to. They will get to the table and they will be too afraid to participate. They'll shrink themselves, believe that they're not enough. They'll want to be humble. Really early on in my corporate career, in my early 20s, I used to pray, God, please give me the audacity of a mediocre person. Because let me tell you, most people that we see who are on top are not there because they're the most talented people or even the most hardworking people. There are a lot of mediocre people on top who are just winging it because they dared to take up space. They dared to snatch opportunities, to leverage their connections. They dared to be at the right place at the right time, to say yes to things that they didn't even feel qualified for. I'm not saying be an egomaniac, but speak up. Take up space and have a little bit more faith in yourself. There is a statistic that I discovered a really long time ago that still lives rent-free in my head. Men apply for a job when they meet only 60% of the qualifications. Women, on the other hand, only apply if they feel that they meet 100% of the qualifications. We are leaving opportunities on the table. So many of us are just waiting.
New store alert, Pat's Marketplace. I think it's my biggest store so far. Whew. And that does go to show that persistence really works.
Lovely Miss Loretta, the ginger tea, we have other teas, but Tea Lady.
That's me.
Waiting to be perfect, waiting to be seen as perfect, waiting to be seen as worthy, to have a voice to create in this world, in this journey. And let me tell you, you are going to be waiting a very long time. Waiting till the end of your journey and then realizing that you spent your entire life waiting.
Oh my goodness me. You literally learn something every single day.
Instead of creating. Shouldn't you be your greatest love, your biggest fan, your biggest cheerleader? Because listen, if you are waiting for someone else to do it, you will be waiting a very long time. I am not an advocate of narcissism. We all know what happened to Narcissus when he stared at his own reflection for far too long. But I am a huge promoter of self-love, of self-esteem, of self-respect, and self-advocacy. Do not be afraid to let people see you trying. Whether you try or not, people are going to talk anyway.
And you guys have heard of the skinny margarita, right? Well, I'm going to make a skinny gingerita.
If you ever worry about what people will say about you trying to build something, trying to create something, trying to promote something, to nurture something publicly, I'm telling you right now, in the grand scheme of things, their opinions are none of your business. And please remember this, most people who can't do, criticize.
I don't know if you remember me, I'm Christina's fiance.
Yes, I remember you.
Don't ever let talent or the perception of talent ever stand in the way of you succeeding, or most importantly, creating. Talent is a puzzle piece, part of the journey. Talent is great, but it's also subjective. Art is subjective. My acceptance or appreciation of someone else's art doesn't make it valid. Creating it does. And the purpose of this journey.
But I'm in the midst of doing all this crazy brewing. Not crazy brewing, but it's crazy brewing for me to do it on my own. I'm trying to get 800 bottles.
Is to create, to experience. It's not perfection. It's never been perfection. Nowhere in this journey is perfection the destination. Use what you have. Stop focusing on what you don't have and use what you have to the best of your ability. Hone it, stretch it, just do something with it? This is a question that I want you to pose to yourself anytime that you feel resistance to show up publicly, to create publicly, to try publicly. What is the alternative?
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Huddle.
Imagine being dropped off at an amusement park and being told that you are not allowed to get on any of the rides. Imagine that you are not allowed to have the funnel cake or the turkey leg if you so choose. You're not allowed to get on the roller coasters. You are not allowed to get on the bumper cars or the teacup if you want.
Hello, Loretta. Good morning.
Good morning, darling, on this wonderfully sunny, hot Saturday morning. 2021, I was making little bottles for friends for them to make hot toddies. Delicious. Ginger tea, maybe an echinacea tea bag, a little bit of brandy. Fantastic.
You're speaking my language now.
You are not allowed to experience. This human journey that we're on is an amusement park, and the purpose is to experience every single ride that speaks to you. There is no perfect way to ride a roller coaster, by the way. The point of a roller coaster is not to ride it perfectly. It's to have fun, to experience it, to enjoy it, and be present in that experience. The point of this human amusement park is to actually try.
Damn it, I sound like I'm preaching. I know I do, but I don't know how else to get this message across, and